Hari Om to all the Atmajyotis, divine light of the self. So here we are again for another class of Dharmakshetra. Very, very blessed to start this Manana of Gita. We'll start with a prayer. Yes, Akshat, you please start with the Dhyana Shlokas.
आताय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीं अम्ब त्वामनुसन्तदामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोक्ता गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला कान्तारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनीं सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवश्च सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेशरं हरिहरः प्रसम्बोधिता बोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्कुं लङ्कयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवै देवै वेदैः सङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Thank you, Akshat. Beautiful. Just one little change you should make in this shloka. Parasharyavacha sarojamamalam Geetartha gandhotkatam Nanakyanakakesharam harikatha. What did you say? Harihara. That little you make a mental note. Next time you chant it properly. Okay? Thank you, dear. Beautiful. Thanks so much. All right. Harika, you want to chant it once more? Yes, do that.
Yes.
Parasharyavacha. Here.
पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेशरं हरिकथा सम्बोधिता बोधितम्
Sambodhana bodhitam.
సంబోధనా బోధితం.
తీసుకొచ్చాను మా పాప టంగ్ క్లీనర్ లేదట కొత్త టంగ్ క్లీనర్ ఒకటి
Atmaja, can you mute? Carry on.
లోకే సజ్జన షట్పదైరహరః ప్యేపీయమానం ముదా భూయాద్భారత పంకజం కలిమలః ప్రధ్వంసిన శ్రేయసే.
Pradhvamsanam shreyase.
ప్రధ్వంసన శ్రేయసే
Thank you. Very nice. Thank you, people. So welcome everyone to this session of Manana on the 700 verses of the Gita. Just yesterday, Prabhuji was saying in the Jivan Mukti Viveka class that our life also has a spiritual ECG. Apart from the heart activity, there's an ECG, the chart is there. Usually it is horizontal. We keep moving in lateral time. But sometimes there's a blip like this. Vertical line is because of Sukruti, he says. This is the spiritual, when we take off from the horizontal plane to the vertical plane, it's a ascent. And this is Sukruti. So may all our life, spiritual ECGs be full of these vertical lines. We are indeed blessed. Sukruti is no joke. It is no joke to be sitting here and listening to the glories of the Lord and contemplating on the Gita when there are a million things to do on a Saturday morning. So, welcome everyone. Really blessed to have everyone in this class and for this opportunity. Okay, so let us start with a general question. Everyone can pitch in with a single line or single word answers. What is the subject matter of the Bhagavad Gita? There are no wrong answers. Anyone can say anything and it is all in the Gita.
The knowledge of the self.
Yes, perfect. Amale?
Namaste, Purnimaji. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
It's been a long time. I'm really happy to join back.
Yes, so are we. Yep.
Yeah. So I had read the Chinmayananda Swami or the version. So in the introduction, one particular note that he makes, I really liked it, especially about the theme of Bhagavad Gita. Apparently, he says the first word of the Grantha and the last word of the Grantha, ಎರಡನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ you get the saramsha of the whole Grantha. It was really surprising, actually. And apparently, so Dharmakshetra and the Dharma is the first word, and the last word, ನಂಗೆ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಮರ್ತೋಯ್ತು, but it is mama.
Mama. Yuanitir matir mama.
Matir mama. So he says he takes dharma and mama, and so the whole saramsha is mama dharma. So that is my dharma. That is the whole saramsha of Bhagavad Gita. So I really liked it. So
Beautiful.
yeah, just thought I'll share it.
Thanks for coming back to class.
Really happy.
That
Yeah,
was so well said. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyone else wants to pitch in? Subject matter of the Gita? As I said, there are no wrong answers because this is entire, it's a package deal. What have you is here. How to make food in the Hiddu, how to eat food, how to digest food, everything is given in the Gita. So, to continue, we can say, Gita, like Sneha said, is the knowledge of the self. Actually, the subject of the Gita is the subject itself. Who is the subject? Me, I am the subject. The one who is reading the Gita is the subject. Everything else is an object. So the whole effort of the Gita is to know myself. Yes, that is right. And then, who is the author of the Gita? It's a tricky question. Trick question. Who is the author? Is it Vyasa? Is it Sri Krishna? Huh?
Vyasa.
Vyasa, na?
I mean, Krishna has given the teachings. He has, given it in an easier way. Vyasa.
He recorded what was being told by Krishna. So can he really be? He's a biographer. He is a scribe anta helbodu. And that is not true. Ganesha is a scribe.
Is it Sanjaya by any chance? Sanjaya is the one who is actually narrating what's happening.
Correct. He's the witness.
The witness.
So is he the author?
No, he can't be the author, though.
So sorry. Then, so Krishnan Bainda barta ide. So is he the author?
No, Krishnan buying ಬರ್ತದೆ because Arjuna ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. So, so both.
ಅದೇ. So this is Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha. He is just extracting it from all the Upanishads. Who is the original author? Apaurusheya. It is straight from there is no authorship for the Gita. That much we should understand. Unconsciously we say Vyasa, Krishna and all that. But actually this is a knowledge which has come straight down from the source itself, flowed from the source itself. So that's another unique, fantastic feature of the Gita. Then who is it meant for, the Bhagavad Gita? That's a no-brainer. All of us, it's not just Arjuna. All of us are eligible to listen to the Gita. Whoever thinks he is in samsara. So what is samsara? One more question. Am I in samsara?
Raga, dvesha, all that.
Yes, correct. The one who has these prolifications of raga, dvesha, that fellow is in samsara. Correct. And then these are some of the questions. Okay, what was the original title of the Mahabharata? Original ant helakagala. There's one more title of the Mahabharata, which is called
Jaya.
Jaya. Jaya means, of course, victory or success. One more question. What is your definition of success in life? Everyone. This everyone has to answer. Yes, Neha.
Happiness, peace. Always to remain in that state. That is success according to me.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure all of us agree. Yes. Any more definitions? Definition of success in life. Nenappa.
Eternal bliss.
Eternal bliss. Yes. Essentially what Sneha said. See, in practical terms, what is it? In day-to-day life, what is the meaning of this? I want eternal happiness. Day-to-day life, how do you translate that? Practical.
Staying in the present moment and
Yes.
achieving.
Yes. Yes.
To always, to constantly identify with the Supreme.
Lovely. Yes. Okay.
I think it's a state of not wanting anything anymore. And at that particular moment,
Beautiful. Yes.
somebody, for Elon Musk, maybe re-landing the rocket might be a success. So if he achieves that, whether he has the Lord in his mind or peace in his mind,
Absolutely.
Once it lands, he's contented. I think it's that state of contentment, whether it's through money or fame or whatever it is, a state of not wanting anything after that point. So I think that's my understanding of success. ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು materialistically. Spiritually, of course, it is that state of nothingness or ultimate peace or eternal bliss. Yeah.
Very
That point where you are happy and satisfied, no? Before you jump into another one. That point, if you can maintain. It is the joy between that which has been achieved and that you are going to start wanting for more. That state is the eternal bliss.
Yes. And that gap has to be maintained. Yes. Correct. Anyone else? Because Rahul, yes, Neha.
So I feel the process of wanting something, of course, not necessarily material. When you're striving for something, that itself can be a form of happiness, and again, identifying with the Lord and everything.
Very beautiful.
I feel it all translates to that.
Correct.
For a spiritual seeker, the sadhana, right? The process of the sadhana itself can be joy, it can be bliss.
Yes. Process of sadhana is bliss. And because Rahul mentioned, yes, Ramamani ji.
Hello?
Yeah.
I feel by going through Gita, we learn that how to live a life in a disciplined way.
Correct.
like sukha, dukkha, all treating everything and accept what comes to us.
Yeah,
That's what I understand.
that is your definition of success. To go through this is success. The question is, what is your definition of success? And yours, yes, correct. The Gita is all about how to manage all this. Correct.
Yes, yes.
Raga, Dvesha, and everything. So I wanted to just, before it slips my mind, yes,
According to, and you finish it
yeah,
before it slips your
yes,
mind.
yes, before it slips my mind. So Rahul mentioned Elon Musk, so that came to mind an anecdote which I've heard some time ago. When JFK was putting, when America was trying to send a man to moon, he visited NASA. And he was talking to all the, of course, the pilots and all the, scientists and the technicians and all of them. He had to, like our Modi ji goes, and he was also enthusing everyone and congratulating everyone. What are you here for? So they said, to make America great. Yeah, everything was being told, everyone was full of josh. And then on his way out, he asked the janitor, the man who cleans the place. Okay. So, my man, what are you here for? And he stood straight and he said, I am putting a man on the moon, sir. There is Josh for you. That is the definition of success for him. He identifies with the bigger purpose. He identifies with the whole picture. He is not sad that he is just one little fellow cleaning the floor. He is completely, he's part of the entire game. See, that is the kind of enthu we have to bring in our lives. No matter what I'm doing, I might be cleaning the floor, but I'm putting myself on the moon, you know. So
That's lovely, actually.
isn't it?
Yes.
It touched me so much.
Yes.
There's a message for us there.
It's so actually his job as a janitor is so important for the astronaut who's going to, I mean, it definitely there's a significant contribution.
Look, no, forget about his job. Look at his attitude.
Yes.
Yeah, that attitude we have to carry with us no matter what we are doing. Ashte.
Hmm.
In life, attitude decides your altitude.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I wanted to say is, Prabhuji says,
Ah.
with the washing machine comes the operating manual.
Ah.
And for humans, the operating manual is Bhagavad Gita.
Absolutely. Correct. Right. So the definition of success, like everyone shared, to be able to handle life's ups and downs at all times. Sukheshu anudvignamanaha, dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vigataspuraha. This is what we need, Baba. That's what we need, because just because I'm studying the Gita, life will not stop. It will not give me only apples. It will hand me lots of lemons also. So how should I manage it? That is the definition of success. Application of the knowledge of the Gita is a success. How to be victorious. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Tatra Partho Dhanurdaraha. When I'm ready to apply the knowledge that I have gained from the Gita, that is my success. Okay? All right. There are very beautiful debates about why Gita is an independent text. See, it is part of the Madhya Mahabharatam. It is part of the Bhagavad Mahabharata. Yet it is given the status of an independent text. It is very, very rare. It is the only case. It is the only instance where the Gita straight away taken out from some other text and given an independent study. So there is some debates about that also. We will see it when when it is relevant. Okay. So Dhyana Shloka. Shall we just start off? One of us have to chant, because all of us chant, the entire 1 hour will go away for that. So who wants to chant this first Dhyana Shloka? Anyone? Yes, Rahul, Nive Shuru Mani.
Om Pa. Is there a particular tone?
Denila, nothing. No. You set the tune and the rules. Yes, you're the composer. And the composition. Right.
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितं भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारते अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणे भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So, Parthaya Pratibodhitam, that is, which was taught to Arjuna, by whom? Bhagavata Narayana Swayam, by the Lord himself. Vyasena Gratitam, written by the Purana Munina Vyasaha. What is the meaning of Purana? Pura api navina. Though it is old, it is new. So all the Puranas, why we are discussing the Puranas today? Because they are still very, very, very relevant to us. Pura api navina. So this Muni is also Purana. Vyasa, every day, he is impacting our lives. Madhye Mahabharatam, in the middle of the Mahabharata, this has been, it is found. Advaitamrita Varshinim. It is the showering the nectar of the Advaita, Bhagavad Gita. So here you can contest. All the other matas can say nothing doing. This is Vishishta Advaita. Or they can say, no, this is Dvaita. However, these Dhyana Shlokas themselves, they are not part of the main Gita. Okay? They are not written by Vyasa. They are written by another sage called Madhusudana Saraswati. Advaita, complete Advaita, enlightened master. So before Bhagavad Gita, he was completely established in this non-dual Brahman state. But after he read the Gita, he was so enamored, and after he read the Bhagavatam, he was so enamored that he said, I don't want to be absorbed in that non-dual state of nothingness or emptiness. I love to have the vision of the blue-eyed boy Krishna at all times, So bhakti became the rasa of his life after the Gita. I'm sure all of us will, we'll find that happening to us. Bhakti becoming more important in our life. He is the one who has written all these Dhyana Shlokas. So he is bound to say Advaitamrita Varshini Bhagavatim. And then Amba, Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim. So Amba, he is calling the Bhagavad Gita as mother. Okay. I meditate on you, and Bhavadveshinim, you remove all my past karmas. Okay. So what is this mother business? Why is the Bhagavad Gita called mother? Amba. Any thoughts? Why not father? I mean, I'm just joking. Why that intimacy, with that scripture? So all these scriptures, the Upanishads, and all these things. See, how do I know that this Bhagavad Gita is to be trusted? Tell me. How do I know that whatever knowledge is given in the Gita is true? Why should I trust it, by the way?
Because it's given by Lord himself.
Lord himself. How do I know the Lord? It is given. The human intervention is there by the time it is coming to us and all that.
Because it has covered all aspects of life that we can't imagine.
Yes, correct. But how do we know it's a pure teaching, Anta? How do I know? At the basic, internally, I know that this is true. How will that feeling come? Because it's given by, it is compared to, it is like my own mother. If my mother tells me something, I will just take it as, when I'm a baby, I just take it as the, entire truth. No. There is no, there is no bhuta and all that. Don't be scared. And the child is happy. It will cling to the mother. So the mother has got that kind of weightage in our lives. The mother can be trusted. She has carried me for 9 months and she will not cheat me. She will not, tell me lies. So this kind of trust in a mother, we don't have in anybody else. So all the Upanishads, all the scriptures are called as Apta Vakya, very, very, very dear to me. Apta Vakya. So that is a basic condition in the study of the scriptures. You should have Shraddha in the Apta Vakya of the scriptures. Scriptures are mother. You should have Shraddha. Without that hypothesis, yes, this is whatever it said is true. We have to work with that hypothesis and then discover for myself that it is indeed true. So here, that is why Madhusudan Saraswati calls the Bhagavad Gita as mother, because she is to be trusted. It is the Apta Vakya. BG is Bhagavad Gita is a very, very valid means of knowledge. Done. And then Narayanena Swayam. Why is it significant? Why is it significant that Narayana himself has to come and teach, and why? Yes, I know it is that God himself is saying, can't you believe it, Anta? But Ramakrishna Paramamsa has got a very beautiful thing to say about it. He says, the human mind is corrupt. Whatever is filtered through the human mind will become false. By the very process itself of filtering, it becomes false. The Vedas themselves are defiled when they come on the tongue. That's what Ramakrishna says. He uses the word jhuta. Jhuta. In Indian languages, jhuta means yanjilu. In Bengali and in Hindi. The moment it comes on the tongue itself, it's become defiled. Just imagine the import of that statement. He says even the Vedas, the scriptures become defiled when they are passing through the human tongue. And that is why Narayana himself has to come and teach, because it's the purest teaching ever. It's the purest teaching. And that too, this pure teaching has to run through a Guru Parampara. I can sit in my room and I can study all I want. Yet, when it comes through the Guru Parampara, through the commentaries, I should be studying the commentaries of authorized Shankara commentary or Sridhar Swami commentary or Madhusudana Saraswati commentaries. Then that is, it is flowing through the interpretation of the enlightened masters. That is important. I cannot sit by myself. I cannot, go on writing my own commentary without getting the input from the enlightened masters. So, because otherwise the impure mind, we have a teaching in, we have a statement in Kannada, no, ili hoitu andre huli hoitu antare anta. Like, so the human mind can do such things. It's a corrupted mind. Therefore, Narayana Swayam has to come and teach. So it is a pure teaching. And Madhye Mahabharatam, middle of the battlefield, yes, that is where we all need to fight the war of our lives, in the middle of our own Mahabharatas, Kurukshetras. So this is required in day-to-day. Gita is required for our day-to-day business in life. So Advaita Amruta Varshini. Again, we have done this. What is the key message of the Bhagavad Gita? Key message in one line, Advaita Amruta. What is it? Everyone knows this. All of us sitting here know this. In one phrase, what is the key message of the Bhagavad Gita?
Om Tat Sat.
Okay.
Atmano mokshartam jagat hitaya.
Okay.
Aham Brahmasmi.
Yes. As I said, no wrong answers, but still there is one answer I'm looking at. Somebody is on chat saying something. People, I can't read the chat when I'm sharing screen. Never forgive, never. Abba, Deva. Okay. Come on. Okay. Let us not continue this. The key message of the Bhagavad Gita is Tat Tvam Asi, isn't it? In all the 18 chapters, we have 666. It is informally divided into 3 sections. One is about, we are learning about who I am. That is Tvam. That is Krishna is telling about Arjuna. You are this, you are that, Anta. And Tat is about him, the supreme reality. Arjuna, you are none else than me. So, Tattvam asi. You are that is the message of the Gita. It's a dialogue between who and who. Again, more answers. Who is having a conversation with whom here in the Bhagavad Gita?
And Jivatma with the Paramatma.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. I just had another thought, Purnimaji. I mean, Amba, especially the word, I was reminded of what Prabhuji also used to was mentioning when I attended Atmadarshana. So you don't try to win over illusion, Maya. You try to transcend both mind and Maya.
Yeah.
So I think Amba is again, if we are considering that to be Maya. So again, Bhagavad Gita na ಓದ್ತಿರೋದು and Maya ne. So it is also part of the illusion only, but I am surrendering to that part of the illusion to help me come out of the illusion. So I think using the Maya to come out of the Maya. So I think that's the Amba, just another
Very
thought.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
This is Maya, all right, but this is Vidya Maya. Allah, there are two Mayas, Vidya Maya and Avidya Maya. Our day-to-day transactions done in complete unawareness of my true nature is Avidya Maya.
Yeah.
See, the problem is in Maya, the solution also should come in the Maya only.
Maya only, yeah.
Of the time-space continuum.
Mm.
So yes, this is Avidya Maya, like you said, and she is the mother. Correct? Absolutely. Wonderful. Okay, Tattvam Asi. So it's a dialogue between Jivatma and Paramatma. Yes, more. What else? It's about Bhagwan and Bhakta. That is also there. It's between me and my God. Yes, all that is one. So the key message of Bhagavad Gita, Tattvam Asi, is about the Jiva Ishvara Ekatvam is being told. It's a Mahavakya. Tattvam Asi is a Mahavakya. Right? Any Mahavakya is one which gives me the formula for, Jiva and Ishvara formula is given in a Mahavakya. I am one with Ishvara Anta. Okay. What else? Advaitamrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadhasadhyayim. Yeah, that is the significance of 18 is very much seen in the Gita. Significance of the number 18. What are they? There are 18 chapters in the Mahabharata. There are 18 chapters in the Gita. And the 18 Akshohini Sainya in the Kaurava and Pandava army. And there are 18 steps in Shabarimala. And what is the message on the, as you climb, there is some message. What is that message written over there in Shabarimala?
Tattvamasi.
Tattvamasi. Yes. So what are these 18 steps? Anyone? We have to overcome these, Anta. Those steps. We have to transcend, like Rahul said, transcend these and go towards God. 18 steps. They are 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, 6 Arishadvairis. What are they? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. And there is the Avidya Maya and the Vidya Maya. So transcending Vidya Maya also, then only you reach Tattvamasi. You will realize that. So these are the 18 metaphorical steps of Shabad. Okay. What else about
Hello.
Yes. Yes. Who is that? Somebody wanted to say something. Yes, please.
The Mahabharata war lasted for 18 days.
Correct. It lasted for 18 days. One more 18 over there. Correct. By the way, when did this Dhritarashtra ask this first question? First, when was this recorded? When was it started to get record by Sanjaya? Nirmala had told me long ago. I always thought from the first day of the war itself, this commentary started. But no, it was on the 10th day that this Dhritarashtra asked the question.
When Bhishma falls.
Correct. When Bhishma falls, he gets word that Bhishma falls and he is beside himself with, grief. So he wants to know what is happening. And then the flashback, everything starts. Okay. Here we can go to Dhyana Shloka number 2. What's the time? Oh, it's very good. We are maintaining good run rate. Okay. So Samata, you want to chant the second shloka, Dhyana Shloka, if you wish?
Oh, sure.
I'm sharing screen.
Namaste te Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Ullaravindayata Patra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha.
Yes. Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe. So here we are salutations to Vyasa Vishala Buddhe. He has immense intellect. Ullaravindayata Patra Netra, who has eyes like petals of a lotus flower. Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha, who has filled up the oil to the lamp of the Mahabharata. And Prajwalito Gnanamaya Pradipaha. He has lit that light so that it gives jnana. So a lot happening here also. So who is Vyasa? So Vishnu Mahanarayana, he took 2 avatars during the Mahabharata. One as Lord Krishna and one as Vyasa. So 2 avatars at the same time. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya, Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave. So what was the mission of Krishna Avatara? As Krishna, he had plenty on his plate. Maintaining dharma, fighting the war. He had a lot of things to do. And in the middle, he gave one jnana piece and left. So to extract that jnana and to establish this jnana, Vyasa had to step in. Because one person cannot do everything, Papa, even though he is God. So he had to come in 2 avatars. Okay. So Dharma Samsthapana and Jnana Samsthapana. The meaning, literal meaning of the word Vyasa, Nirmala, what is the literal meaning of the word Vyasa? It is to divide. Vyasa means to divide. So what he has done is, he has the Vedas was one lump of material there. And so he divided the Vedas, made them more palatable and digestible and put them into a system. And so Vyasa has established a Guru Parampara. He has established an education system which will survive the wars and the destruction and the passage of the yugas. That is what has happened with the education system put in place by Vyasa. What is it? He has written the Puranas also. He has codified the Vedas. He has written the Bhagavad Gita. And then that is for some intellectually eligible people can do that. But what about the rest of the universe? How will they know how the rest of them? For them, he has written the Puranas. So in the form of stories, the messages of the Upanishads are being down to the lowest level it flows. That is how beautifully Vyasa has created this beautiful Vedic system of knowledge. Right? So it has survived all the ravages of time. It has been surviving. It's a Gurukula system. Informal education system has been established by Vyasa so that it can be passed on to the next generations by the Ambas, the mothers. And so Pullara Vindayata Patra Netra, eyes are fully open. That means his Jnana Chakshu has opened, and so that he can light the Jnana in people. Okay. Next one, Prapanna Parijataya. Who wants to chant? Indra? If you're free, can you chant? Indira.
Yes, Purna. प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः.
Salutations to Krishna, who is the wish-fulfilling tree, and he has got a cane to drive the cattle. Totra vetreka panaye. In his hand, he has a cane, whip. And then Jnana Mudra. He is having the Jnana Mudra. Then he is giving us the nectar of the Gita. Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. Nirmala, you want to explain this shloka? You are very quiet and we don't like you being quiet. Okay. Anyone wants to take on this shloka? Line by line. Why is Krishna the wish-fulfilling tree? In the Gita itself, Krishna says, all sorts of devotees come to me. Everyone. Artha jignasu arthati jnani. They don't come to me only for jnana. At the base level, actually, we go to him with our worldly problems. Oh, please let me get the bus. Let me not miss the flight. These kind of, we go to him with these kind of prayers. And he says, Tathastu. Whoever comes to him with any trivial, according to, he doesn't look at anything as trivial. He will say Tathastu. That is why he is called the wish-fulfilling tree. Prapanna Parijata. Parijata tree is a wish-fulfilling tree. Any little, and it is not at all a shame to ask him for little worldly material desires. No, not a problem. That much we should understand. It's not at all a problem. Then we will progress to other stages. It's fine. We can do parallelly everything. We can do the world as well as spirituality parallelly. Because if my worldly life is free of certain, little, if we can straighten out my worldly life, this becomes so much more easy. Spiritual life becomes so much more smooth and easy, isn't it? That is why he says, okay, Tathastu. You want to straighten out your life? Yes, please do that. That is why he is the wish-fulfilling tree. So fourth type of seekers, he says Tathastu. And then he is the karma phaladata. I don't know, in this lifetime I have so many wishes. In the previous lifetimes I have no idea how many wishes I had. Because Krishna has said Tathastu to those wishes, I am here right now. In a space where I am listening to the Gita. So that he has said Tathastu at some point of time, some sadhana I have done. And have got this environment, this family, these facilities, so that I am here right now, doing some spiritual sadhana, wish-fulfilling tree, prapanna parijataya. When the time is right, he is also a tree because the fruit, the fruit ripens only when it is time. The karma phala comes to me only when the time is right. So in all these aspects, Krishna is the wish-fulfilling tree. So, when I pray today for something, I should not impose conditions on Krishna that you give it to me right here, right now. It will be done. He is a karma phaladata. He knows when to give, what to give, how much to give. Wish-fulfilling tree. Totra vetreka panaye. He has got a whip in the hand. See, the entire metaphor of the Gita, the chariot, we know that. Anybody can pitch in with the metaphor of the chariot. What is the chariot? What is Krishna? What is Arjuna? What are the horses? What is the, Kamala had spoken about it in a class earlier. Kamala, can you recall that if you are free to do that? In the Jnana-Jyoti class, Kamala had shared it. Yeah? Not free, Kamala, to speak. Okay, anyone else? Suma?
I can go.
Yes. Yes, please. Hey, Rahul.
Hello, please. I've been speaking all.
Can I?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Arjuna is, a self. It's been, an individual. And the 5 horses represents the senses. The wren is a mind. and the chariot of the, he's the intellect, and the passenger, whoever is sitting, is a soul.
Okay. Yeah.
And the journey represents that the challenges and the, whatever we face in our life.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Generally, that's the whole picture. Great. Yes, Rahul, you want to go?
And that shloka, the Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi Shariram Rathamevatu Buddhim tu Saratim Vidhi Manah Pragrahamevacha.
Very good.
Indriyani Haya Nahuhu Vishayam Steshu Gocharan Atmendriya Manoyuktam
Very beautiful.
Bhoktatyahur Manishinaha. Yeah, so those.
Very nice. I didn't know about this shloka. Please post it in the group. And now
Chandogya Upanishadalli then, so those two shlokas. So I'll share it. Yeah.
Share
So
it. Now you
there's
explain.
a very interesting correlation between the chariot of Krishna with the Mushika of Ganapati.
Acha?
So yeah, so even if one of the, like Shweta mentioned that the 5 horses are the sense organs, even if one horse refuses to go straight, the whole chariot is disturbed. So all 5 horses have to go in the same direction for the chariot to go in the same direction. So one horse refused madru hoitadu. So that even if my nose is smelling a tasty dish being cooked and class al kutidre, my mind is gone. I'm diverted. So
the whole point
yeah,
is lost.
so and that disturbed state of the mind is the mushika. And Ganapati is sitting on it because he's doing Indriya Nigraha when he's sitting on top of that. And so
very beautiful.
they both actually are the same metaphor, the chariot and the Ili. So a disturbed chariot is the Ili. So
Chanagide.
yeah.
Nice. And who is Krishna? According to the shloka.
So Indriyani Hayanahu.
Indriyani Hayanaha means horses are the sense.
Indriyani. Sorry. First one is Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. So Atma, the Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi, Shariram Rathamevacha.
Sharira is the Ratha, chariot.
Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi.
He's the rider. He's the arjuna.
Passenger, yeah. So Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi. So Buddhim.
Intellect.
Intellect. Yeah.
Intellect is the Sarathi. Vaiveka, Vairagya, everything has to be there for the Sarathi to take the chariot in the right direction.
Correct.
And the reins.
Pragrahamevacha. Manah Pragraham. Pragraham is the reins.
Yes, that is the reins. Reins are the manas. Correct.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Indriyani Hayanahu. The 5 either Vishayam Steshu Gocharan. So Atmendriya Manoyuktam Bhoktatyahur Manishinaha. And I'll share that shloka with the.
Okay, great. So that was a beautiful, insight, Rahul. Thank you, Pa. Then Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya. This somebody has to now. Nirmala has become silent. We don't like it. Jnana Mudra explain Madi Nirmala. Or anyone else, if she's not around. What is this Jnana Mudra? This Tarjini. What is this Tarjini? Pointing.
It is that.
Yes, Suma. Carry on.
Like Jivatma, Paramatma, Ekatvam.
Correct. You're right. This Jnana Mudra. So what is this? This is called Tarjini. Alva? This finger is called as Tarjini. So what does this Tarjini represent? ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ Tarjini? All the 5 fingers have some significance here. This represents the ego, ahankara. Because it's a pointing finger. We keep pointing to the world for all our problems. You did this. You did this. This will happen to you. This finger is a very, very significant finger. It represents the ego, pointing finger. And it threatening finger. It is useful in circumstances, but we use it a lot. So when this finger, this thumb is upright. It is God. It is Krishna. It is Bhagavan. It is Brahman. Whatever it is. So when this ego merges with God, this is what it is, Jnana Mudra. And who are these? These, of course, very easy answer. BMI, body, mind, intellect. Nanu, nan embudu, nanalla. When this mudra tells us that I am none of these. I am Purnam. 0. It becomes 0 when I join the this Tarjini with the thumb, it becomes Sonne, Shunya. Shunya or Purna. You can take it both ways. I become Shunya as a body mind. I become Purna as Brahman. So this is the Jnana Mudra that Krishna is holding and teaching us Jnana. This is the Jnana. Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. With the Jnana is given in the form of the Gita. Very good. All right. So next one. Who wants to chant the next shloka? Anyone please volunteer? Yes.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Yep.
Sarvopaniषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सत्सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्.
Yes, perfectly narrated. All the Upanishads are the cows and Krishna is the one who is the Dogda, the one who milks them. Arjuna is the calf. Devotees are consumers of this great nectar of Gita. Nothing more to discuss about this. So as we said, Gopala is, the Go means the senses. And he is a Gopalaka. He is the one who is keeping our senses under control through the teaching of the Gita. Upanishads, the cow, the repository of the milk of Jnana. And first the calf is fed. The Arjuna is fed, and through him, all of us are also being fed. Okay, great. Anything more about this? Next, Vasudeva Sutam Devam. Anyone wants to chant? Who is free? Yes, Shweta.
Vasudevasutam devam kamsachanuramardanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum.
Oh, so beautifully, melodiously you have chanted. Thank you.
Every day I chant this Purnimaji. That's
Yes.
when I have
Yes,
this
we can see
practice.
that. It rolls off your tongue so beautifully. So, Vasudeva Sutam Devam Vande. I salute the teacher of the world, Jagadguru, who is the son of Vasudeva, who killed Kamsa and Chanura, and who is the one who gives the divine joy to Devaki. Very simple meaning, but there's a lot happening here. So this is the Adi Daivika and the Adi Bhautika description of Krishna. He is the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, etc., etc. It's a Adi Bhautika description. But to see it at the metaphysical level, who are Devaki and Vasudeva? In earlier lives, they were Kashyapa and Aditi. And they had this, their mandate was to populate the earth from Brahmaji. That's the mandate. So all the Devas are the children of Kashyapa and Aditi. And then the Diti was another wife of Kashyapa, and all the Asuras are her Santana. But this Kashyapa and Aditi, the Sattvic couple, they wanted Narayana himself as their child. They did tapasya for ages, wanting Narayana to be born to them. We have got all these too many people who are not up to your level. So I want you yourself, like that. So they asked for Bhagavan as the son. And so God took 3 avatars to fulfill their wishes. First one, he came as Vamana. He was born as Vamana to his parents. I don't know the parents of Vamana. In another lifetime, he was born. And then again, he was born as Kapila Rishi. And as that Avatara, he taught his mother, Devabhuti. And now, as Vasudeva and Devaki, again, he has come as Krishna. And we saw in the Bhagavata, which we did, there was a light segue into Bhagavata the last time we were doing the Gita. When the child is born, Mahavishnu himself gives the Darshana. And he says, so much tapasya you people have done, but look at your status. You are rotting in a jail only because you asked for me to be born. Instead of that, if you had asked for mukti, liberation, you would have gone, aramse, and not have to struggle through all these lifetimes. So to have that, desire to have a child, Bhagavan as child also is fraught with danger. Anyway, so this is the Vasudeva and Devaki have this kind of background. And then Adhyatmika aspect is of the whole, how Krishna was born. Prabhuji has given this interpretation. Vasudeva is the purified intellect and Devaki is the enlightened mind. And then when you have the enlightened mind and the purified mind and purified intellect, what is born in the prison of the heart? Jnana is born. And Kamsa, the ego, is killed. This is a beautifully, Sri Prabhuji has given the interpretation. Devaki Paramanandam, he gives supreme bliss to Devaki. As a baby, he gives bliss to Devaki, the mother. But as Jnana, Krishna always gives us supreme bliss. And Krishna is dark in color. That is also very significant. Why? Because this Jnana cannot be seen through the ordinary sense organs, the eyes and the mind. When there is no light, my eyes cannot see. Similarly, Krishna can also not be seen or perceived by merely the senses. The truth, my own truth, cannot be seen by the sense organs. That is why Krishna is Krishna, dark in color. He has to be only seen through the Jnana Chakshu. And of course, Krishna is Jagat Guru. Not only to Devaki, he is bringing bliss to the entire Jagat through his teachings, universal teaching, which is applicable to the entire population. Okay, I think for today we are done. We should stop here. People can.
Purnima,
Yes.
so you were talking about this, you just spoke about this parallel to Devaki, Vasudeva and all. What does the jail signify here?
Prison of the heart. Where does the Krishna sit? Hruddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. Krishna himself says in the Gita, I'm sitting in the heart of everyone, but nobody sees me. It's covered with Ajnana. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hruddeshe Arjuna Tishtati, he says. Sarvabhutanam, Ishvara is sitting in the heart, prison, cave of the heart. Ramana Maharshi calls it cave. Guhya. ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿದಾನೆ ಅಂತ. That is where he is revealed to the discerning eye. Jnana. Yes.
Okay.
Anybody else has any comments? Please feel free. Good result is achieved only under pressure. Correct? Anything else, people? Any more comments or additions to these things we discussed, or any questions you have? I'm sure people can answer here. So
I think the last thing that you mentioned, Purnimaji, I mean, Devaki and Nanda, what they represent, the purified intellect, and what were they exactly? Devaki is the
Devaki is the mind, and Vasudeva is the intellect. So the mind and intellect have to be on board, actually.
Okay. Again, I just remembered Swami Chinmayananda, or the introduction when he describes Dhritarashtra. Right. Dhritarashtra, so I think the exact opposite of Devaki and Nanda were Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. So correct. Because of whom Duryodhana was born. So it's the blinded intellect, the Dhritarashtra, and or rather Gandhari, who is an intellect, powerful intellect, who chose to be blind. And so despite so
misguided loyalty towards the husband. Correct. She could have been his eyes. She didn't choose to.
She could have been the eyes.
She should do that, alla, Papa. Nan kannilla, nanadru nodkondo avanige help martini anta illa. She also puts some patti and sits. Some logic. Yes. So many such beautiful things are so many such things are in store for us. So it's very exciting to discuss the Bharata, especially the first chapter. Oh my God, it is thrilling to talk of the characters and all the stories from everyone's quiver can come out in the first chapter when we take it up. Now, hopefully in the next class, we'll finish the Dhyana Shlokas and dive into the first shloka of the first chapter. All right, people?
Purnima, I had a question.
Yes.
So this Ratha chariot metaphor, right? So Krishna being the Sarthi is said to be the intellect that drives right? So now, I mean, I think I'm confused. Sorry. So the body, mind, and intellect is not real, right? I mean, in the sense,
Maya.
it's
Correct.
part
He's
of
the
Maya.
supreme intellect, Allah. He's not the materialistic intellect of, an MBA or an MSc, the qualification. He's the supreme intellect. So
Viveka. He is Viveka, which is one of the qualities to understand the Veda, the Upanishads. He's the Viveka. Viveka and Vairagya. Intellect represents Viveka and Vairagya. And the keen, it's a clean, it's a supreme intellect, like
Right.
yeah. Without that instrument, how do we even start this Jnanarjana? We can't.
Okay.
Alva.
Fine.
See, that like we said earlier, the problem is in Maya. The solution also has to come in Maya. Krishna is also Maya only. Is an appearance only. As a Avatara, as the body-mind complex of Krishna, that is also Maya only. But it is Vidya Maya. We need him. We need it. We need that to tide over samsara.
Okay.
Yes, Ishvara also is Maya. Ishvara and his manifestation, everything is Maya. God is also Maya only. In Maya only, God is coming.
Right.
God is not affected by Maya. Ishvara is not affected by Maya. Whereas we are affected by Maya. Though he is in Maya. So that is the metaphor of Nilakantha. He doesn't swallow the poison of the world. Arrests it. Parvati, Prakriti, she holds his neck in that metaphor. She holds the neck. Prakriti helps along, When I'm a jnani, Prakriti holds my neck so that the world doesn't sink into me and corrupt me. That is the metaphor. Also, another metaphor is this thing, Naga Bhushana, neck. So that it is an ornament for him. The ego of Ishvara is the ego of Ishvara which is manifesting this world. But the world doesn't bite him. He's a Maya.
Okay.
He's conquered Maya. He's the one who is deploying all the resources of Maya.
Nice.
One more metaphor Ramakrishna gives. Just how a snake holds poison in its mouth. It's not affecting the snake. When it bites somebody, only that fellow is affected. So, Ithara, difference between Ishvara and Jiva. Everyone is in Maya only, but this is a difference.
Nice, very nice. Thank you.
Okay. Can we close for the day? Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya Om Shanti 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 Nanembudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Satchidanandatma Shivananu Nane Shivoham 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 Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om